Imagine you are on a boat with 21 people. A little fun, a little journey, and everything feels completely normal. But suddenly the boat flips. Everyone falls into the water, and all around, not just water, but hundreds of crocodiles. Everywhere you look, hungry eyes, blood, and death. You can't swim, you can't run. There is only one rock in the middle, and that's your last hope. This isn't a movie story. This is a true incident that happened in one of Australia's crocodile-infested lakes. So the question is, out of 21, how many survived, and how did that spine-chilling rescue operation take place? This story begins in a remote part of northern Australia, where the lakes look like paradise, but beneath them hides death. The year was 1980. A group of 21 people, including tourists, villagers, and a local guide, set out on a small boat trip. The weather was clear, the atmosphere cheerful. People were laughing, taking photos. No one had any idea this trip would push them between life and death. The boat slowly entered Lake Mundara. From the outside, the lake looked calm, heavenly, but beneath the surface lurked dozens of crocodiles. The local guide warned, "Don't get out of the boat, don't put your hands or feet in the water. There are crocodiles here." Still, one small mistake, and the boat lost its balance. Within seconds, it overturned. In an instant, 21 people fell straight into the crocodile's world. Clothes soaked, panic everywhere, and the greatest fear, crocodiles. And then it happened. The water rippled. First one shadow, then two, and then those hungry eyes and snapping jaws appeared. Screams echoed. Some swam frantically, some shouted for help, but there was no shore nearby. Then a few spotted it, a small rocky outcrop in the middle of the lake, just above the water, their last ray of hope. Somehow 13 to 15 people managed to swim to it. Those who couldn't were dragged away by the crocodiles. The screams faded, and that rock became the border between life and death. 15 people now huddled on the tiny rock, surrounded by crocodiles scorched by the sun, throats dry with thirst. Below them, crocodiles circled, waiting for someone to fall. Every ripple, every splash only deepened the fear. No phones, no radios, no help. Nights were worse. In the darkness, crocodile eyes glowed, and the silence of the lake was more terrifying than screams. Some shivered, some prayed. But one truth was clear. If they wanted to live, they couldn't lose courage. 3 days passed. Faces burned from the sun, lips cracked, bodies weak, and worst of all, the mind trapped between fear and fading hope. Then a miracle. A fisherman from a nearby village found a floating bag and a broken piece of the boat. He suspected something was wrong and immediately alerted authorities. Within hours, police, rescue teams, and a helicopter were dispatched. When the helicopter hovered above the lake, the stranded survivors screamed with their last strength, "We are here! Help!" From above, rescuers saw a tiny rock with 15 people, like the last soldiers left in a battle. They knew it wouldn't be easy. To go down into a crocodile-filled lake meant certain death. But the operation began. Ropes were lowered. One by one, survivors clung on, and rescuers pulled them up. Every second was a race against death. The crocodiles sensed what was happening. One even lunged at the rope, but the helicopter lifted quickly, saving the man just in time. The operation lasted 2 hours. In the end, 13 people were rescued safely. The remaining 2 were so weak and terrified, they were later helped out by the medical team. One rescuer said, "Today we didn't just save lives, we saved courage and humanity." But like every story, this one carried a bitter truth. 6 people never made it to the rock. When the boat capsized, they were trapped among the crocodiles. Within hours, they were gone. Rescuers searched the entire lake. They found bloodstains in some places, torn clothes in others, but those people never returned. News spread across Australia, sparking grief and outrage. People asked, why was boating allowed in such a dangerous lake? Why were there no warning signs? Why was there no crocodile safety system? The government launched an investigation and declared Lake Mundara a high-risk zone. Boating was banned for a time, but those who were lost never came back. Their names are now engraved on a memorial stone by the lake, a salute to their courage and a reminder of our negligence. For the 15 who survived, life was never the same. Some endured nightmares for months, some fell into depression, some never went near water again, but some turned the tragedy into a symbol of resilience. One survivor said, "When you look death in the eyes, you realize the true value of small things. A drop of water, a piece of dry land, the voice of a loved one, these feel like pure magic." Later, survivors began visiting schools and community programs to spread safety awareness. They taught children, never underestimate nature. It is beautiful, but its rage can be deadly. This incident taught us that life is fragile. One small mistake, and everything can change in an instant. So friends, this was the true story of 21 people, where behind the beauty of nature, death was waiting. But human courage fought back. This story reminds us, never take nature lightly and never take life lightly.